Yeah. Well, you know we're working on that, and you know we had a plan to totally, it's such a ridiculous situation, isn't it? But we had a plan, and we would have instituted that plan, and it was all ready. But we will get it back. If we win, that's going to be taken care of. That will be one of the easy things we do.
Okay, so this video is an absolute masterclass in Trump's political strategy, and a masterclass for anyone who wants to get ahead without knowing literally anything about anything. Affirm the question asker, make vague statements about how ridiculous the opposition is, how crazy the situation is, and assert that you will handle the situation and everyone will be happy about it. No details, no specifics, no clarifications, just vibes. It's so clear that Trump has absolutely no idea what this woman is talking about in her question about a CO2 pipeline. But that doesn't stop him from assuring the audience in Iowa that he will absolutely handle it in the best, most finest way humanly possible. The crazy part, though, isn't that this is how Trump conducts policy stances. It's that the crowd eats it right up. If you couldn't quite hear the question, she basically is asking him what he's going to do about the CO2 pipelines planned to cut through farmland in Iowa. And since I am no Trump, I actually wanted to understand what this Iowa Republican is talking about in terms of these pipelines. Could it be an environmental issue that brings together both the left and the right? So 3 pipeline projects are in early stages of planning in Iowa. These carbon capture pipelines are advertised as a green solution because they capture carbon from ethanol plants and store them sustainably underground. But a collection of bills introduced in the Iowa Senate this week would severely restrict these ongoing plans by the 3 companies to build the pipelines. And here's where it gets interesting. I think that the farm-owning Republicans, the climate Democrats, and indigenous activists actually all agree on this. By this, I mean halting the construction of the pipelines. So in addition to Iowa farmers who vehemently are against the destruction of their farmland for the pipelines, the Sierra Club says that these carbon pipelines are, quote, greenwashing schemes, echoing the claim in this great Guardian article that, quote, critics are concerned that CCS is being treated as an easy fix for the climate crisis, especially by polluters who may rely on the technology to avoid strict emissions reductions. So the Sierra Club then agrees that these are merely ways for polluting companies to mask their overall pollution. There's so much more to this story that you definitely should read up on, but for the purposes of this video, we now kind of have Trump on the record as being against these CO2 pipelines. And whoever wants to win Iowa might have to be as well. This would set up such an interesting climate-centered showdown between Trump and Biden, who has made a vast number of great promises to the climate left, but many of those promises have since been abandoned. I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking that, hey, if Trump promises to shut them down, even if it's obviously a ploy for votes, I'm okay with that. It's clearly not out of his affection for the environment, and this next remark is how he really feels about our planet, let's not forget.
The ocean's rising over the next 300 years. That's a risk. Creates more beachfront property, actually. That's the way you have to view it.
So he obviously does not care about the climate, but if he wants those Iowa votes so badly, it might force Biden to adopt a similar stance on shutting the pipelines down. And if that's the case, then I'm certainly here for it. Thanks so much. For more of my coverage on The Breakdown, you can check out my latest video on MAGA moms cheering for Trump over his ridiculous proposal by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.